Marcus Aurelius said, "I have often wondered how it is that every man loves himself more than all the rest of men, but yet sets less value on his own opinion of himself than on the opinion of others." A core principle of Stoicism is not caring about what other people think or external events that can't be controlled. The only thing that matters is one's character, reason, and moral purpose. The Stoics believed that by not worrying about reputation, health, wealth, pleasures, and other such indifferent external things, one can focus entirely on virtue and align oneself with universal nature. This enables a Stoic to maintain tranquility of mind and strength of will in the face of challenges. By training one's mind to remain detached from popular perceptions and external outcomes, a Stoic taps into an inner source of freedom, self-reliance, and mental resilience. This video will explore 6 key reasons why a Stoic sage doesn't care what people think and isn't swayed by external things outside of their control. Number 1, no one knows anything. The ancient Stoics realized that most people don't actually know much about other people's lives or characters. People often judge others quickly based on limited information and outward appearances, but their snap judgments are frequently wrong. Even experts can be mistaken in their opinions and predictions. Look at how many expert stock pickers fail to outperform the overall market, or how weather forecasters and political pundits are routinely off base in their prognostications. We've all encountered armchair psychologists who think they know what makes us tick after a brief conversation. Yet our motivations and inner lives are far more complex. The truth is, it's impossible for others to fully understand what's going on inside someone else's head and heart. People don't have some magical mind-reading ability. So when others share their assumptions, hot takes, or first impressions, don't just accept them at face value. Recognizing their judgments likely captures just a sliver of the truth. The wise person maintains healthy skepticism about other people's opinions and focuses on living dutifully. Number 2, have faith in yourself. As a Stoic, it's important to rely on your inner wisdom and values rather than being swayed by others' opinions. The Stoic philosophers taught that you should look inward and live according to your reasoned principles rather than conform to societal pressures or popular opinion. Trust in your ability to determine right from wrong. While considering others' perspectives can be useful, your core values and beliefs should come from within. Please don't assume someone else knows better than you do when it comes to major life decisions or ethical choices. Rather than worrying about living up to unrealistic external standards, strive to be true to your ideals. Focus on self-improvement based on your definitions of virtue, wisdom, and justice. Evaluate yourself by internal benchmarks, not arbitrary societal metrics. The Stoic sage trusts his reasoned judgment, remaining firm in his convictions even when they go against the grain. He is independent in thought and lives according to his conscience. While respecting laws and customs, he does not unthinkingly follow anything that contradicts his principles. In a world where people have endless opinions about how you should live, think, and feel, it's important to hold fast to your values. Let your inner voice guide you. Number 3, concentrate on what you believe. The Stoic philosophy emphasizes living according to your principles and values rather than trying to please everyone around you. As Epictetus stated, don't seek to have events happen as you want them to, but instead want them to happen as they do happen, and your life will go well. When you live to satisfy others, you give your power away. You let other people and external events dictate your happiness and dictate your actions. This leads to anxiety, frustration, and suffering when people disapprove of you or life doesn't conform to your expectations. Stoic realizes that the only thing fully under their control is their mindset and actions. Rather than live for applause, they focus on doing what they believe to be right and virtuous based on their principles. They act with integrity rather than compromise themselves to gain approval or avoid disapproval from others. This inner freedom allows a Stoic to stay calm and steady regardless of external circumstances. While it's unrealistic to please everyone, you can always strive to live by your values. This is what's ultimately under your control. Number 4, be firm. We're all only human, and even the wisest philosophers and leaders made plenty of mistakes that drew criticism. Marcus Aurelius was one of the most respected emperors in Roman history, but he still faced detractors and rebellion. Confucius had many disciples, but his teachings were also controversial to some. Gandhi led India to independence through peaceful resistance, yet he was jailed numerous times by the British colonial authorities. The point is that no one is perfect or above critique. There will always be dissenting opinions, even for those with the best of intentions. The Stoic understands this reality and doesn't take criticism personally. He reflects carefully on feedback, but relies on his inner voice above all. He is staying calm under fire and having the courage to follow his convictions despite external pressures or naysayers. This resilience allows the Stoic to stand firm in difficult times when lesser minds might waver. Number 5, all growth is a leap in the dark. Growth requires trying new things and stepping outside your comfort zone. A Stoic understands that real learning happens when you venture into the unknown. If you never try anything new, you'll never grow. Seneca said, "Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end." When you leap into the dark, you leave behind your old ways and open yourself to change. It can be scary to take risks and put yourself out there. You may fail and feel embarrassed. But the only way to achieve something greater is by being vulnerable and willing to fail. Without failure, there is no growth. So a Stoic leaps first and looks later. They don't let fear hold them back from pursuing their goals and trying new things. They are willing to be bad at first in order to get good later. And they understand that failure is not permanent, but an opportunity to learn. By constantly testing their limits, Stoics expand their capabilities. They treat life as one big experiment, leaping into the unknown and collecting data. This gives them the courage to take chances, be adaptable, and evolve. For a Stoic, all growth requires a leap of faith. Number 6, don't take things personally. People's judgments often reflect their issues, not yours. When someone criticizes us, it's easy to take it personally and feel hurt. But that criticism usually stems from the other person's biases, insecurities, or misunderstandings, not who we are. The Stoic philosophers advised not to take insults to heart. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been." We all have our faults, but most people are too preoccupied with their own perceived shortcomings to judge us fairly. Their criticism likely says more about them than us. Next time someone offends you, pause and ask, what insecurities might be driving their insult? This helps reveal their judgment is clouded. The Stoics stress that while we can't control others' actions, we can control how we respond. When insulted, view it impartially. Recognize the barb likely arose from the speaker's anger or pain. Don't let their negativity become yours. Where appropriate, respond calmly and rationally. But often, the wisest response is no response at all. As Epictetus said, remember that it is not enough to be hit or insulted to be harmed. You must believe that you are being harmed. If someone succeeds in provoking you, realize that your mind is complicit in the provocation. Keep an inner citadel of tranquility, untroubled by others' attacks. In conclusion, a Stoic doesn't care what people think, because nobody truly knows anything for certain. You must trust in yourself. Focus on what you believe to be right. Understand that everyone faces criticism, and recognize that growth requires taking risks. As Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. The opinions of others are outside your control, so view them with indifference. Stay focused on living virtuously. acting rationally, and finding contentment through wisdom and self-discipline. Seek approval only from your conscience, not the fickle minds of others. If you enjoyed this video, remember to subscribe, leave your comment, and share your insights. We look forward to hearing about your transformation journey, and remember that change starts with a single step. Thank you for watching.